Dear students and viewers, we are now going to read Hunting Snake. Hunting Snake is written by Judith Wright. Judith Arundel Wright, born in 1915 and died in 2000, was an Australian poet and environmentalist. Among several collections of her poetry, the most notable are The Moving Image, Woman to Man, The Gateway, and many more. In the poem, the poet describes how he watches a black snake when it makes its way across an area of grassland. The poet looks on and fascinated as the snake hunts for food finally disappears. Now we read the poem. Before we go through the poem, we say some idea about the poem, general idea of the poem. One day the poet, along with her companions, was walking under the autumn's gentle sky. They were warm in the sunset. The poet and her companions were got warm with the heat of the sun in the autumn. They were warm in sun's heat. Suddenly they became motionless to watch a snake which was going to catch its fish to make its way through the grass. He was flicking his tongue. On his way, he was searching for his prey through the parting grass. When the snake was passing through the grass, his bands of diamond scales were shining in the sun. At last the cold, dark and splendid snake was gone into the grass where his prey was hidden. The poet and her companions took a deeper breath and looked at each other and started their journey. That is the subject matter of the poem. Now we read the poem. Someone in the late season's grace. Someone in the late season's grace, sun warmed. They were warmed in the late season's grace, in the autumn's gentle sky, under the autumn's gentle sky, pleasant sky. We walked, they walked, froze, stood still, half through a space, half through a path. They stopped their walk. The great black snake went reeling by. They saw a great black snake which was going head down. The snake's head was downwards, tongue flickering on the trail. He His tongue is flickering on the trail going outside. He requested through the parting grass. He searched for his prey through the parting grass. Sun glazed, sun shining, his curves of diamond scale. His diamond scale were shining in the sunshine, in the rays of the sun, and we lost breath to see him pass. The poet Judith Wright and her companion lost breath to see him pass. Stood still. And what track he followed? The snake followed the track where his prey was going. What small foot fled, leaving from his fire's intent. His foot was going from his path. They scarcely thought. Still, as we stood, our eyes went with him as he went. They fixed their eyes on the black snake where he was going. Cold, dark, and splendid, he was gone. The snake was going through his path where the prey is going. Into the grass that hid his prey. His prey was hidden in the grass. We took a deeper breath of day, looked at each other, and went on. They took deeper breath and saw each other and started to go on. Now we read the meaning of some words. Sun warmed in the sun, warmed with the sun. Grace, favor. Gentlest, most gentle. Prose became still half through. In the middle, pace, speed or a walk. Reeling, moving curves. Flickering, forward and backward movement. Trail, path or passage. Quested, searched. Parting, grass. The grass that becomes parted for the moment. Glazed, made glassy. Curves, bends, scale, shiny, hair cover. Thank you. See the description box for some questions and answers.